Hello everyone, my name is Rashmi and today's class is all about demo on SQL, that is structured query language. So let's get started. Let's see the objectives of this class. First, we are going to know about me, then benefits of learning this course. After that, we are going to see the introduction part of SQL and why and what SQL does. Next is the course contents, what are the things it is going to offer you, and at last the QA session. Okay, so let's start with the first objective about me. As you know that my name is Rashmi Chaudhary and I have 6+ years of experience in IT industry as well as in training industry. So I delivered training to students and working professional also, and I gave them a training on computer courses as well as BI, data warehousing, Informatica. That's all about me. Let's come to the next topic, that is benefits of learning this course. So let's see the benefits of learning this course. As you can see here, after learning this course, you can know about SQL architecture, relationship between client and server, and different types of database. You can also learn about DBA part and also SQL Server part. You can deploy various functions and operators to design relational databases also. Apart from whatever mentioned in this slide, these are the points, these are the points that you are going to learn after completion of this course. Apart from that, let's see what are the benefits you are going to get after learning this course. Okay, before starting about SQL, that is you are going to learn, I'm going to explain you about database. Okay, so remember that database is the backbone of any software application. And there are different types of databases out there. But the most popular database is relational database. So in this course, you are going to learn about relational database. Okay. And what is SQL? SQL is a programming language. And SQL is used for working with relational database. It also works fine with any other databases. Okay. But in our training, we are going to see how SQL works with relational database. Okay. After learning this course, after having good knowledge in SQL, you can also be a master in any other programming language because you know the fundamental part, that is the databases part, SQL. Okay. And you have to note the one point here, that no software project considered live without SQL programming. Why? It allows for authorized access to data, and also like SQL developer deploys SQL projects in two databases. So after completion of this course, you can be a SQL developer, you can be a DBA, that is database administrator. Fine. So in this training, we are going to learn about SQL with relational database. After completion of this training, you can have a hands-on experience in SQL queries, subqueries, indexing, optimization, transaction, and more. You can learn about trigger and how to create triggers. You can learn about SQL Server tools, how backup and restoration helps in databases. These are the things you are going to learn after completion of this course. Fine. Next, come to next topic. Next topic is introduction to SQL. Okay. As I mentioned you, SQL stands for Structured Query Language, and it is designed for managing data in RDBMS. RDBMS is Relational Database Management System. Okay. So why SQL is used? It is used for database creation, database deletion, updation, etc. Okay. Let's get into brief about SQL. Okay. Okay. So let's get started with SQL. Okay. So before starting about SQL, let's start with data. What is data? What is data? Okay. You know that this world is full of data. This world where you are living is full of data. So what is data? Data is all about raw materials. Data is all about raw materials. Okay. So what is data? What is raw material? Let's get brief into it. Okay. So let's give you one example so that you can understand it. Okay. Fine. Whatever app you are using right now, app means application, or take app as a system. Whatever system is there in this world, every system is having data, that is raw materials. Let's take an example of school management system. Let's take an example of school management system. Okay. So in a school management system, what are the data you can guess? In school, we are having students, we are having teachers, right? So how they store their data? They store the data about student. They store the data about teachers. They store the data about student IDs. That is, each student is having different IDs. They store the data about student address. Right? Student address. So these are the different categories where they store their data. This is one example of school management system. Let's take another example. Okay. Let's take an example of social site. Let's take a famous social site, that is Facebook. Let's take Facebook. Okay, now tell me how Facebook stores their data. What are the things happens in Facebook? So in Facebook, users are there, right? Each and every user is having their own profile. So in profile, what user does? User created profile. User posted things in their profile, like posting photos, posting and what status, videos. These are the things a user does, right? So how Facebook stores their data? What are the categories there? So the categories what they are having is user ID, right? First category is user ID, that each and every user is having different IDs. After that, what the user having? User is having different profiles. Sorry, only one profile, right? Okay, fine. So each profile is having, or each user is having friends list, right? Who are the friends? Who are the friends of yours, right? That is one category where Facebook stores the data. Like, what are the friends list a user have, and what are the things a user posting? Okay, what are the things a user posting? So this is one category. Like this, different categories are there, and by using these categories, Facebook stores their data. Fine. Let's take another example so that you can easily understand. Okay, let's take another example of bank management system. Okay. So how bank stores their data? Bank is all about customer, right? Okay, fine. So what are the categories? Think. Okay. First category is customer details, right? Second category is customer account details. Each and every customer is having account, right? So second category is customer details. Third category is customer IDs. Each and every customer is having IDs, right? Customer ID. Fourth category, customer address. Then also customer phone numbers. Like these different categories are there. So here I gave you three examples of how different management system or different apps stores their data. Okay, now you got it, that the world is full of data. What is the meaning of this? Okay, fine. So you know right now is what is data. Next, my question is, how do these management systems or these apps store their data? Okay, answer is they store their data by using database. By using database. Fine. So database is a program that helps to store data. It helps to store data. And it provides functionality for adding, modifying and querying the data and doing that it fast. Okay. So what is database? Database is a program that stores data. Right? Fine. Okay. So these databases, okay, these databases, okay, let's take this is one database. Okay, fine. So there are different types of databases are there. Okay, sorry. Okay, there are different types of databases are there. What are, okay. So apart from these different types of databases, the most popular one is RDBMS. RDBMS. What is RDBMS? Relational Database Management System. This is the most popular database. And how RDBMS stores their data? RDBMS stores their data in the form of table. Remember this one. RDBMS stores their data in the form of table. Okay, fine. Okay. So, how this table structure looks like? How this table structure looks like? Let us take a table here. Table is having what? Rows and column, right? So table is having rows and column. So these are the rows. These are the rows which table is having, like this. And columns like this. Okay, sorry for my drawing. Columns like this. So what is this? What is this? These are the rows. These are the rows. And what is this? These are the columns. Okay, fine. Okay. So table represents rows and columns. So here, what is rows, rows and what is columns, rows? This is the question. Okay. So rows represents items. Always remember, rows represents items. So rows represent items. What column represents? Columns represents the properties of that items. Columns represent properties of that items. Okay, fine. Let us take an example of this school management system. Okay, school management system example. Let us take. Okay, fine. So in school, what I told you, what are the categories they are having? They are having the categories of student. They are having the categories of teacher, student ID, student address, right? So here, how we are going to represent this school management system by using table. So this is my student management system table. So student table. So let us take first category about student. So about student, what I am having? What are the columns or properties of student? Okay. First property, let us take ID, student ID. Second properties, let us take student address. Third properties, let us take student phone number. Okay. And fourth properties, let us take student class detail. Okay. And fifth properties, let us take. Okay. Then the fifth properties, let us take student address, phone number, class, everything. Okay. Student percentage. Let us take any properties. Okay. Student percentage. Came here. Okay, percentage. That's it. So this is all about one column of student table. And what is row? Row is all about items. So each and every student is having different IDs. Like first student is having ID 1, second student is having ID 2, third student is having ID 3. So like this, each and every student is having addresses, phone number, class, percentage. So these are the rows and columns of student table. Like this, we are going to represent in SQL. In database. Okay. So this is all about table. So RDBMS stores data in the form of table. Fine. And one more point you have to remember here, that RDBMS make it particularly easy to form relationship between tables. Okay, like this we are having different tables. Okay, this is one that is student table. Here you can see the student table here, right? Like this you are having teachers table, you are having you are having relationship between students and teachers. How you can find the relationship between student and teachers? That which student is which teacher is allows for which student. Okay, which teachers are taking which courses for which student. These are the relationship. That is the further part we are going to learn in SQL concept. Okay, so like this you can find out the relationship. There are one-to-one relationship, many-to-one relationship, one-to-many. Okay, these are the relationships we are going to learn in our training. Fine. So now the question is, we know about SQL, we know about RDBMS, we know about database, right? That is, database stores data. We are going to learn about RDBMS, that is relational database management system, and relational database management system stores data in the form of table. Fine. So all the databases comes with a query language. Okay. Why query language is required? To interact with these database. Okay. So what is SQL? I mentioned already. That is, SQL is a structured query language. Okay. This query language is designed entirely for accessing databases and is most popular. Okay, fine. This SQL is the most popular one. So with SQL, what can we do? With SQL, what can we do? With SQL, what can we do? We can create tables. We can update these tables. We can insert data to tables. We can delete data from tables. Okay, we can modify our table. These are the things we can do by using structured query language. Fine. We can change the data. We can get back to data that we are interested in. Okay, these are the advantages of using SQL. Fine. So this is all about the introduction part of SQL. Next come to next slide. What is there? Okay, you are in introduction part. Fine. Okay. Then the next topic is why and what SQL does. Already I mentioned you why SQL is used and what SQL does. SQL is required for creating a new databases, creating table, creating views. In our training, we are going to learn about all these concepts. How to insert record, how to update records, how to delete records, how to retrieve data from DB. DB is database. Okay. These are the things SQL does. Okay. And with SQL, we can query our database in a number of ways using English-like statements. And don't worry about this is a programming language, so that how can I learn, because C, C++, Java, these all are also programming language. They are difficult. Sometimes people think like that. No, not like that. SQL is very easy. It's a simple English statements. Okay, fine. So that's all about SQL part. Next, we are going to see what are the course content and what are the things we are going to learn in this training. Okay, let's see it. So these are the topics we are going to cover in our training. The first one is Introduction to SQL. In Introduction to SQL, we are going to see various types of databases and also SQL part. Then a basics about table, data types, functions, transaction. Okay, these are the things we are going to see in Introduction to SQL. The next concept is SQL operators. Under this, we are going to see how operators are used in RDBMS, working with rows and columns, and different types of operators like logical operators, relational operators, constraints, stored procedures, indexes. These are the things we are going to see under SQL operators. Apart from that, we are going to learn about join, tables, variables. There are different types of joins are there. Inner join, outer join, okay, cross join. So we are going to learn about these joins, and join is very important. Remember, join is very important in SQL. And we are going to learn about variables also, functions. Okay, there are different types of functions. Is there aggregate function, scalar function, how function works with data sets like numbers, characters, strings. These are the concepts we are going to learn under functions. And also we are going to learn about stored procedures, views, triggers. Okay. Next is user-defined functions. There are different types of user-defined functions here there. That is scalar, inline table, value, multi-statement table, and all these we are going to learn in user-defined functions. Okay, what is rank function and what is about trigger and how to execute trigger. Okay. The last concept is SQL optimization and performance. How SQL Server works. We are going to learn about how to create index, how to do searching and sorting part in databases. That is the performance part and optimization part. So that's all. These are the things we are going to learn after completion of this course. And apart from that, if you want more, then definitely I can help you. And if you have any questions, then please drop your questions to this mail ID, that is dropyourmailtorashmi@gmail.com, or else you can comment below so that I can help you. That's all about today's class. Thank you all.